Let's begin. I think that Umbra melting is harder than melting Umbra, and it's gonna depend. I mean, we'll see, right? Maybe it is very straightforward. Perhaps we'll find out. Like, this is a good looking start because we start with a direct damage card. We got Seraph the Temperate, of course, Umbra melting, Antumbra Assault, Molten Encasement, and Cave-In. Not a big fan of Cave-In, but these cards are pretty cool. I'm compiling opinions. I asked Cranberry this earlier today. What do you guys think is the strongest card in this game? Oh, hello, Cranberry. Welcome back. I saw that your stream went down. I'm sorry to hear that your internet is super fucked, but I'm glad to see you and say hello. 96, what's going on as well? Zubul, Logic, Sehig, and some very unusual runs of monster tonight. You upgrade not one but two restores with plus 20 and consume, then remove consume and it won you the run. Yeah, I mean, in Awoken, restore is actually a pretty good card. Goodbye, Cranberry. I hope your internet recovers soon. Let's begin, shall we? Wingsteel, good. So I think that the way that Cranberry has talked about this is pick your favorite, pick the best card from each clan and then pit them against each other one-on-one. However you want to justify it as the strongest card, I'm open. Just tell me what you think the strongest card in this game is. I did a little bit of thinking about it. I think the strongest Hellhorn card is probably Welder Helper. I think the strongest Awoken card is probably Wildwood Sap or Razor Sharp Edge. Stygian, I think it's Hot Shark, and it might be Icy Silliphite. Then Umbra, I don't know, and Melting, I think it's Molten Encasement. Draw 3 Consume plus Energy card. Running sports for best card probably from first impression. How do you compare Gorge Spike with Inferno? I mean, you go offered Gorge Spike or Inferno, which one would I pick? If I was playing Hellhorned Umbra and I was offered Gorge Spike or Inferno, which would I pick? And the answer is of course situational, but you know, it's just a hypothetical. I'm gonna take Gorge Penumbra here. Zap and Edge are better than Spreading Spores? Yeah, I think so. And I think that Glimmer's also in contention. I think Vent's in contention. I think Molting Imp is pretty good. Retribution? Spikes is probably bad. It's Hot Shark. Not only good in nearly every deck, it's so solid even without Endless. It's still good. I respect that answer. The big thing about Hot Shark is he's backline removal with draw priority, which is really powerful. Spreading Spores or Furnace Tab? Those are good answers. Shadow Siege? Yeah, no, it's definitely not Shadow Siege. Definitely, it is not Shadow Siege. Of course it isn't. Because how could it be Shadow Siege? I like the line Wix that you're pointing out of just like killing heavies and then the back line goes with it is a pretty, it's an interesting line. Like it might just be what we have to do in Umbra Melting. Something that I don't like doing because you end up having to tank a lot more damage like that, but with Lifesteal Morsels I guess it's not so big of a deal. We'll see. Most card in the game is Shadow Eater. Pick his Torch. Torch is a good choice. It's just, it's okay. I think that Torch is probably the strongest starter. 10 damage, nothing I can do. Too bad. Depends too much on context. Most universally good card is probably Hot Shark without upgrades. Yeah, I mean, it's not a question that you have to like. You can quantify it however you want, right? If like here's what I mean when I say you can quantify it however you want. If your answer to this question is I think that it is Shroud Spike because in the context of Umbra it wins you the game a lot of the time, that's a fair answer. Which is why I think it's a question that you can be like, well, I think that it's Shroud Spike because it wins you the game is a solid, like it's a fine answer, I believe. I'm gonna take Space Prism because we have Umbra Assault. And Molded, although I like it, I like Entombed Explosive a lot more lately, especially in Umbra Melting because it punches heavies very much, makes a big difference. I think this is better than Molded. Although Molded, if I -1 it, it lets us do some pretty cool stuff. Engulfed in Smoke? I would have said Engulfed in Smoke pre-nerf. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, right? Molded's cool because if I -1 it and we're trying to do the spike thing as well, we can just, for free, guarantee ourselves a morsel type. I think Pack Morsels is really strong. I agree. I would pick it if we didn't have Antumbra Assault, but we already have a source of morsel generation. I don't think we need more. I like the Molded idea. Like, the clan combo's big strength is probably being able to mold back things. Remnant Banner is really bad, right? Never not take this, you think it's Space Prism? That's a good answer as well. The question here is it right to just avoid the Remnant Banner? I think it's better to go to the Remnant Banner because with Gorge, Penumbra, there's nothing... Like, I don't have the Morsel generation to support. I guess we'd be looking for, like, Morsel Master, but there's a few things we can find in Remnant Banner. Namely, we can find Mr. Wickless Tycoon, who I wouldn't mind. Most universally takeable card is Stygian Tome. That or, like, Stygian has some really good pickable cards, right? Let's try this line. Morsel Maker. This is the problem with going over here, is like I don't like either of these. I guess let's try picking Crucible Warden. Try making plays that I wouldn't usually pick. Yeah, the big thing about Stygian Tome is that silence isn't useful very often, but when it is useful you go, wow, that's incredible. That's really, really strong. Incredible. And then if it's not that incredible, it's just like, oh, we lost one draw, one turn. Mark of Invasion feels like it's a bait here. I think it is. Yeah, I think that we can't have like a... Each of our main units is just going to have to sit on a floor on its own, I imagine, here. Something like that. Wish more cards came with built-in frozen like Memories of the Melted. I feel like there's a lot of cards that would benefit from it. Morsel Maker's a good example. A lot of cards would feel a lot better if they had a built-in, yeah, just a built-in benefit like that, right? Feel less bad about picking a lot of things. Do I throw a Train Steward down here? I think so. I think that saving lifesteal on Penumbra is worth it. Although it won't save it next turn. How important is it for you to Gorge? Not that important, I don't think. Everyone's favorite unit? Ooh, that's a good question. I think mine's Icy Siliphyte. I think I don't want to play this Train Steward. If we're not playing Melting, one of the best cards is actually the Stygian spell Ancient Synergy. It's okay. I think that it's okay. I wouldn't call it one of the best, but it's passable. It's a reasonable choice. Paraffin Thug's fun. Meta, like, units like that with that meta feeling to them are always cool. Where you get like a, oh yeah, if I can plan around killing with him and get more things, right? I like that. Hot Shark is an easy choice. Hot Shark is a really, like, that's a very free answer. I agree. Ah, good morsels. That's just like, that just wins it, right? And we even save 1 damage. Good pack morsels because I thought Morsel Gen was good, and then saying you didn't want Umbra Draft because you couldn't support enough Morsel Gen. That's true. It's a good point. I did, like, very fair. Very reasonable. But I think that the Space Prism is important because I just, when I play with Umbra, I always shy away from going for more than 1 unit that says Gorge, and maybe we want to have more units that say Gorge. And by picking that, we have to pick more morsel generation. Hopefully we see some good uncommon morsel generation. Try to have 2 4s with a gorge unit? Okay. We'll keep our eyes peeled. Like, it's reasonable with the molded, I think, to expect some good... Like, we should have reasonable amounts of success here, I think. Ah, packed morsels. I wouldn't have passed it with if there was nothing else better. I just think that Space Prism's a little better. Favorite unit has to be Transcendent. Transcendent is a really good choice. I was talking about it with Cranberry, and I truly think the strongest Hellhorn card is probably Welder Helper. I think I want to take the Entombed Explosive here. I'll dupe the Molded if I want another one. Inu, what's going on? Like Entombed Explosives, you find it doesn't scale very well into the final battles. Well, you could... 50 damage is a lot. Even, like, it's a quarter of a 190 health heavy's health, which is solid for one card in the deck, I think. I think it's passable, at least. And plus, we just have to... I think that in the Super late game, we're just going to have Umbra kill everything. Oh, hey, this is the one. This is, in my opinion, the 3 hardest bosses. Double Barrel Daedalus, Rage Fell, Sap Seraph. I think this is the one. I've been watching for this because I don't know if I've seen this lineup in maybe I haven't seen it in a while, at least, because I keep my eyes out for it now because I wanted to point it out. I think this is the one though. This is the really difficult lineup. Oh, 96, dude. Thanks for the 10 bits. Hell yeah. I appreciate the support. Here for the cute dad stream. Inu, you know I'm not a father, right? I think we go left here. I think Pyre Health is good against Daedalus. It's a combat where we're one wrongly placed bomb away from death, which is scary, of course, but... eh. This Transcendent after like 100 hours and an Umbra Awoken run. Summon trigger let you put Wardstone Animus of Will behind Awoken Hollow. What a strange... Like, what a strange way to get it, but sure. I don't like trading health for money here. I want to do this as little as possible. I want to preserve my Pyre health because I think we're going to need it. How is everyone doing tonight, by the way? I hope you're all having a good one tonight. Hope you're having a nice Tuesday? Today's Tuesday going into Wednesday, right? Okay. Doing well, same as always. Hey, no news is good news. I'm gonna ping this bomb. Won't tell me stop invading my privacy. Fair enough. Understandable. I hear that. I want to at least get Penumbra out of range of just dying to a bomb here. I don't have enough energy for that. That's fine. Okay. We're basically just going to hope that he doesn't bomb the wrong floor. Yeah, like this. We're just gonna hope he doesn't do this, basically. If Warden had Gorge gain 2 damage shield. The problem is then with the relic, right? He'd go insane. Card would be nuts. Okay, we can save him. We'll make some crepes, y'all. Friend, I hope you have a good time making those crepes. Other 2x Gorge units already go insane though? Excuse me, are you forgetting Shadow Eater? That man is perfectly balanced with 2x Gorge. Don't care about this energy. Warden top 4 and Penumbra second 4? You think that gorging the Warden is better than gorging Penumbra in this combat? Shadow Eater Rage. True. Care about the explosive going off. She had a different stat limit, like 35.5. That sounds horrible. My man was god. Did you see him when he had 10 out? That guy was fucking unplayable. That would be awful. Think with lifesteal morsels to achieve performance. Save damage shield on the Warden. Try to feed both of them and aim to feed lifesteal to Penumbra. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Another 10 damage I can do nothing about. Just keep stealthing him, I suppose. I guess I can. This cave-in is so worthless. Card is useless. $10 damage here. This floor doesn't do a ton. It does like 7 damage. It's like cave-in. Also do not like cave-in. I'll stream on Thursday? Correct. No, I should change the schedule. When is cave-in good? When you have Shadow Siege. That's it. Everyone's least favorite card? Probably whichever card they've spent the most time nerfing for no reason. So Glacial Seal is gonna be my answer here. It's okay, we took all the Pyre health specifically to be able to tank this damage. Haven's insane with Overgorger? It's alright. Cycle of Life? Yeah. Cards like that. Where you go, really? They nerfed that? Gotta crack this open, I guess. Yeah, would've been good to give him lifesteal. Oh well. Animus of Speed? I like Animus of Speed. Number has more damage. You know what? That's fair as well. I think you're right. I think it would have been better to put Penumbra on this floor. I think it's good. I think it's okay. It's kind of close, but I think it's okay. Every card is overpowered in the right context. Yeah, we got there. Haven was good there. Nah, I missed a round of morsels for Penumbra though. Means I missed potentially lifesteal morsels, which is worth, I think, more. I did the rough math in my head and it came out to a win. I think Animus of Speed is okay. I don't think that she's that bad. Probably just Furnace Tap here. These cards suck. You change your answer to Frozen Lance. I'm not gonna stop you. Is it too late to Overgorger? I would want to pivot away from Crucible Warden into this, but I feel like it's kind of late, right? You know what is another change I would like to see to this game, actually? Something that I was thinking about today. I think that this Daedalus draft should just always give you like I want to see more rare units in my runs, basically, because the rare units are kind of cool, right? I was like, oh yeah, rare units are kind of fun, but it's just pure chance on if you even see one in a run. I want to have like one draft somewhere in the run where you are guaranteed a rare unit. Basically, here's the point I want to make. When is the last time that you in your run picked Wilting Sapwood? What Seraph is this? This is Sap Seraph. Seraph the Temperate. When's the last time you picked Wilting Sapwood? Is your response, what the fuck is Wilting Sapwood? Because it might be, and it would be a reasonable response. Like Wilting Sapwood? Yeah, I also like Wilting Sapwood. I think it's an okay card. I'm just like, huh. Well, it's a little late for this. think I don't want this. Do I want Wickless Tycoon? Sure. Why not? Free money. I'm not sure if we just auto-win because of Furnace Tap. I don't think we do. This run feels like it should take space. More space to play more morsels seems good to me. Deck's pretty thin once we play everything out too, so I don't feel too worried about draw, although the first time through the deck is rough. Energy. Energy's not a problem here. We have draw because of Wing Steel though. I already have draw. So it's energy or space. I feel like it's maybe energy. Like the Wickless pickup, he's just money. It's not like I don't have the space for him. He's just free money. Do I need steel or do I want removals? I feel like we need upgrades. Yeah, we definitely need to go right here. Maybe we'll get a Morsel Master. No, you're the wrong one. And I'm not gonna grab Crucible Collector here. Alright. Let's see if this does it. Hey, multi-strike. I think space there? I think space is okay to wait until post-fell. Probably do +5, +10. It's like mini large stone. Although, does he really need the health? I like the health. It makes me feel a little safer. Sketches on YouTube, you just had to pop in and say yesterday you had a run where you got sketches of your first artifact, found 2 Shadow Sieges back to back, found multi-strike twice and managed to dupe the twice multi-strike one and remove all other units. Yo! Hell yeah! 4 multi-striking Shadow Sieges. Dude, that sounds like a pretty good run. That's what I did in my YouTube run as well. Haha. That's what happened in the YouTube run as well. Huh. Okay. Didn't even feel like a win. I mean, you know. Sometimes they just hand you a free win in this game. I'm a little concerned about Spell Shield, but I think we're pretty strong. Sketches once and then never again. It's honestly a pretty fun relic. Because when you pick it and you go, okay, we're gonna high roll here, and then when you don't high roll, you get to try and figure out how you're gonna scrape together a win out of it. And I think that that's kind of fun. Okay, so the Tycoon's always going down here. I think I'm gonna plan to just play an Umbra on the bigger floor always. Oh. And take my 2 morsels here. Build around relaxing is pretty binary, so overall you dislike sketches. Yeah, I mean it's just fun, right? I think that sometimes you get everything to go right and you get to have a real good time, but a lot of the times it is just a disaster. An absolute tragedy. This fire has better build around relics? What kind of build around relics do you have in Slay This Fire? I guess like Shuriken Kunai, right? Are good examples. I think this is fine. Okay. If I just miss 3 rounds if I furnace tap, how bad is that? I'm taking 9 unless I furnace tap up here. So let's look at I miss my next turn entirely. So first of all, let's look at what we're missing on our next turn. Probably not much, so I think it's fine to furnace tap right now. Now the question becomes, who am I furnace tapping? If I furnace tap Crucible Warden, I'm probably not getting hit. I think that's the way to go. Alright, cool. Pen nib? Yeah. Dude, I feel like I'd like to... I've said it a few times, right? I kind of want to go back to Slay the Spire. Like, maybe, right? Maybe one of these days I'll go back to Slay the Spire and just play it for a night or two and remember what it was like. This draw is subpar, but it's still fine. I was hoping to hit Umbra Assault, but graphics in Slay the Spire looks so weird. Yo, no, for real. The first time I went back to that game, I was like, wait, are the cards really this small? I couldn't believe how small the cards were. I was blown away. Okay. This was a pretty big high roll, right? The 3 multi-strike on this Crucible Warden is going to take us through this mid-game pretty well, I think. We gotta survive late game, but I think we can do that. Banner of Ruin, the game is gorgeous. Unfortunately, the gameplay seems to be very, very meh. I haven't seen it, actually. Okay, then. Give you more lifesteal. Alright, so we want anything to up our morsel gen, and then I think we're okay. I guess just tanking backline is our line right now. Although Penumbra's gonna struggle here a little bit. This is the backline problem that we're gonna have to avoid. Molten Encasement? No, it's not worth more because we already have a stack of lifesteal. Okay. I think this one goes up here. I'm gonna start cracking into these boys. Like, I think I kill this one. Give Penumbra what? 13, 9, and 9 is 31. But you're okay for 3 rounds. I think that... Just give this guy enough damage shield to live. Trade 1 Magma Morsel for 2 Magma Morsels. Alright, I think we're fine here. I don't think we even got hit, did we? Interesting. Yeah, just barely fine. Spell Shield Trial is a little scary. I need to remember combats like this where the 9/2s spawn in. Gem Trove, good. Oh, you know what card I was gonna throw out there as potentially one of the best cards in Umbra? I think it's this might be a hot take, but I think that Excavation Eruption is a really good relic, or card rather. Could take resin removal, Sap Seraph, plus the Ember Drain on Furnace Tab. I feel like there's multiple good... I can think of 3 good reasons to pick resin removal, so I'm gonna take it. It's fine. I think it's one card. I kind of wish that resin removal also had that Frostbite Consume effect on it. Or Permafrost Consume, rather. Take it. You knew I took it. I picked it. It's done. Ring Top is extremely cool. It's a really cool relic. It's something that would not work in this game whatsoever. Hold over resin removal. Now we hold this card over. I want a -1 on Gem Trove, so it's a little less tough. And yeah, we're good. Hold over Gem Trove would solve all morsel problems. It would also solve our energy problems. Because I wouldn't have to play anything. Nice. Zap Seraph and resin removal, otherwise not. I mean, it's fine, just because we get to potentially use it on this floor as well, right? Bone Dog? No. Value of Excavation Eruption depends on how good you are at high rolling. I don't think it does, actually. Because a lot of the times with that card, mathematically, you're almost... Like, a lot of times, mathematically, you're guaranteed to kill something. Well, well, well. Crystal Cloak. Who is approaching my train with stealth? Is stealth a... Is that... Sorry, what was that? Is that a buff? A buff effect on an enemy unit? In my train? You wouldn't. You shouldn't. You can't. And yet, you shall. Don't draw when she's up? No, of course not. You gotten an Ember Drain deck to work yet? Yeah, you pick Trample Penumbra and you start with Void Binding and then you run over the entire game. It's a pretty complicated build. I think I actually do want... I think I want Crucible Warden on the top floor. Yeah, the Void Binding start is pretty free. Pretty interesting. Rolled for it on a few expert challenges. I mean, why not, right? Some of those expert challenges, Kramer and I are, or have spoken about doing the expert challenges together. He asked me when I wanted to do them, to which I replied, yeah, you know, they kind of like drain the life out of me sometimes, so I'll let you know. But probably the next time I do expert challenges, he'll be here to help me. And we'll do a little co-op live. Do you even want to play Pack Morsels here? It's Void Binding. It's a 1 energy spell that gives damage shield, I think 2 and rage 6 or something like that to a unit, and Ember Drain 3. Just like buffs your unit, but then you take a bunch of unable to attack debuffs. It's pretty good. I want to give this guy some damage. Where's that Space Prism? And now that we've amped up our morsel generation, I'm ready to take space a lot. Next space pickup, or next boss, we definitely pick up space. Involved perils of production, you still have like tons of energy every turn. Oh my god. Wait a minute, what is this? What a god draw! Ah, shit, I'm so good at this game. Ember Drain who? I never thought it would happen. You can't rely on it, and yet occasionally it is this way, I suppose. Switching between melting Umbra, Umbra melting, that's the plan. That is the plan. I'm gonna put space up here. I'm just gonna superpower this guy. And he's gonna handle the boss. Gorge Penumbra's at a respectable point. Just about good enough. Void Binding before you make it -1 holdover, then duplicate the hell out of it. Yeah, it's a pretty complex build. Requires a lot of big brain thinking to put together, if you ask me. Me smash. Keep bringing back this tomb to make things smoother. Oh, the tomb doesn't die, it just beats the shit out of her. Interesting. Now, I probably won't draw resin removal in time, but that's okay. I don't think you even have any worthwhile cards to use with resin removal. No, I don't think they do. You're right. Let's see why I prefer playing the Tomb unit over Gorging Penumbra. Ah, because playing the Tomb unit there stops me from taking damage. Although I expected it to stop me from taking damage and also kill the Sycophant. Like, it would have stopped me from taking damage, except the fucking Tomb unit lived, apparently. Because I pinged that 9-2. I had to leave the 9-2 alive 2 floors ago to do this. How strange. But in theory, it should have stopped us from getting hit. Give you attack. Ah, we still don't get hit. Good enough. And then I guess let's give you 2 damage shield. That's fine. Nice stealth. Idiot. Fucking destroyed. Holy moly. Absolutely bodied. Get off my train. Stealth, be gone. Could bring back Penumbra for one round. Okay. This feels pretty solid. Oh. I guess they're just gonna hand me the win here. That's kind of nice of them. Cool. And now we get Shroud Spike. Easy. I don't like any of these. I mean, maybe Votavary. It's not bad and it's just free money. I don't hate Remnant Host either, honestly. 15 gold plus it does 40 damage if they live. But it's really 15 gold. Eh. I'll take Votavary. Majority of your Umbra runs you can find a spike. It must be nice. I feel like I'm probably about 50-50. And one Void could remove the Ember Drain. I mean, we have 30 cards. Drawing Resin Removal plus Furnace Tap or Void Binding is just, it's never really gonna happen, so I don't want to plan around it. Shade Lamp, good. Shade Lamp, good? Shade Lamp, good. And then I want to cost reduce. Could've gone Light Skiff, that's true. You get 2 rare drafts per run, and on top of that you have the Spikes event to give you Shroud Spike. I mean, the Spikes event, you see probably 3 events, so and then of those 3 events, it's like a if you focus events, you can probably see 3 events, and there's 25 events total. So I would say, and then it's 3 spikes of 5. I would say that your odds of seeing Shroud Spike there are relatively low. It's like 60% of the time after hitting it 3 out of 25 if you divert your path into the caves. And then the 2 drafts are 2, 3, and 16s, because there's I guess maybe not, because I don't think you can see rare units, so it might be 3 and 6, so maybe it's 2 50/50s, or 3 and 12, I guess, so 2 25%ers, something like that. Holdover Resin Removal. I'm gonna -1 here. I think that's fine. Alright, Rage Fell. I'm trying to get to play Blight cards to deal 100 damage event in Dante in the same game, and it hasn't happened yet. Your odds of, the odds of seeing 2 events in sequence are very low, I think. Like, it's just, see the event, the Pick the Lock event that Dusk spent like 100,000 years on. And Umbra Assault. I should have played this down here first, because I missed 5 gold. Oh well. You should take damage morsels right now. I'll just turn this one into fucking money. Not that big of a fan of Dante. I think Dante's good, as long as it's not Sap Seraph. I also wouldn't pick Dante on an Melting Umbra run. I think you want to have one of the other 3 clans for Dante. Rage on my train? It's less likely than you'd think. Good shit. Resin Removal is also good against Rage Fell, I guess. Seems like it anyway. Now this heavy's just gonna step on me, and that's okay. Got the rare 25-28 trains through that said consume on him and healed you for 5 when you played him. You named him Conrad. Yo! What a buddy. The boy healed you. Okay, I'm gonna get hit here and that's okay. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I already saw my resin removal and that's fine. What I can do to counteract this is I can just reform Rubble Morsel, which I think is good. So we have 1 energy to play with next turn. I can play 1 Tomb or whatever. What's in here? Ah, Lifesteal goes here. I don't think I want to give you Rage. Of getting Monster Rail Spike Hope for Peace, it's the dream. It's a living. 12 damage isn't so bad. Could be worse. Cannot play any morsels down here. That is acceptable. It's like Top Boy's getting me here. And that's acceptable. Taking a 9. Yeah, we're taking a 9. Unless I drop an Entombed Explosive, actually. I think that's fine, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, solid. Yes, I am fine, OWO. Inu? Am I gonna have to call a horny police on you? It's just me. Am I gonna have to call myself on you, Inu? Like, probably... Nah, you guys are fine. The Master of Lights on these combats are always really obnoxious. I guess he doesn't gain anything by me playing these morsels, so I may as well play stuff like this out. Because he doesn't get anything for it. That's fine. Call myself on Inu. Yeah, like I'm gonna call myself. And then I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna arrest him. He's gonna say ooh officer and I'm gonna say he's resisting. Damage shield morsels. I think I need to just start stacking damage shield on this guy. A lot of morsels. It'll get better when we have when we get to, like, if we survive Fel, I think it looks better here. I think we look just okay right now. One of his fetishes is police brutality. You're right. Dagon, I can't win, you're right. Unwinnable. 27. I would call that a little close. Yeah. I can resin removal this guy, and then I can play the Antumbra morsels up here, I suppose. Oh, I can just damage shield them too. Gem Trove. Wow. Where's my lifesteal? In here? In here. I actually have too many morsels, I can't play them all. It's too many morsels. What can I do? Okay. I think we're gonna kill Fel over the course of 2 rounds, right? We're gonna kill her with, oh yeah, we're just gonna hit her. We're just gonna hit a big spike on a, oh yeah, okay, we just went off of this, right? Pretty sure this is just a win right here. Thanks, Shroud Spike. Very cool. I was like, ooh, we're gonna kill her over 2 rounds. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. That's right, we have the spike. Pretty good, I would say. Look at this morsel up to 17, 16. Flex. Morsel generation out of control. It's actually out of control. I could probably support a 3rd Gorger if I had to. Alright. Definitely space here. Oh, Shroud Spike. Well, if you insist. No, I couldn't possibly eat another Shroud Spike. I'm too full. I think we just want a removal now. Although I want permafrost. But I think we need to removal more. Tycoon, fine. I'm gonna get rid of Cave-In. I don't think I've played it a single time. The reason I keep playing cards? I feel like it. Yeah, there's no reason. I'll probably get rid of a Shade Splitter. Although I needed to put Rubble Morsels in. Do I want? What's our win here? It's probably Merchant of Magic, Permafrost, and then duplicate a Spike. So we're probably going left. I don't feel like I need too many. We could have had 2 multi-strike, 3 attacks. He could have been up to 4, I guess. Maybe even 5 if we find double stack, but that's a little suicidal. I don't think there's anything that needs to be removed desperately right now. I think we're okay to take it easy. I don't like Spikes 5. Hey. I don't like Spikes 5. I don't like this trial. It's scary. I'll make sure Penumbra doesn't get 1 shot. Alright. Easy peasy. Just gotta, it's a lot of damage. This is a very high damage output combat. Hopefully we've done enough. Just want to play it and get rid of it. If I like or dislike Large Stone Crucible Warden, in general I don't like Large Stone. Just like, as a rule, I'm just not a fan of Large Stone as a whole. I think it's usually not worth it anymore. Can I greed for the money here, or do I? Okay. Can I greed? I think I can't greed because we're early into combat. I think I shouldn't greed. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have a 4 energy spike. I can greed. I don't know. I don't know if it's enough. I guess we can reason if we damage spike for 8. I mean, Penumbra gets big, but I'm worried about this Gilded Wing right here. And the real follow-up there is I don't know if I need this money. 15 times 8 equals 120. Yeah, I mean I can kill this guy, but I can't kill. I don't know, trample. This Gilded Wing beats the shit out of me. Navi, what's going on? Do the math. I mean, it's If I get a damage morsel, I'm gonna be playing the best. I guess, assuming no morsel minor, we'll be getting like probably a magma morsel. So 15 times 8, right? Or not? It's 8 times what is it? 4. So it's 64 damage, right? It's essentially worth 64 damage because we'll put this guy at plus 32. Puts him to 57 times 2. Which is all, like, I think that it's best for me to just Antumbra Assault here and then spike Penumbra. Yeah, I think this is the way we go here. I didn't really consider the other morsels, but I still think this is the line. Only we had a trample. I can't play Tycoon. Tycoon doesn't matter. Tycoon is no longer a part of this plan. So you take these, you take this, and we're gonna take a bunch of damage from this Gilded Wing. Okay, that's fine. Now I need to kill these 5/3s. Penumbra. I guess we multi-strike Penumbra in this combat, because we spiked him up. And we're gonna take like... we're gonna take a decent amount of damage here. Yeah, but we just multi-strike Penumbra. Let's build a pivot to Monstrous Penumbra for the backline potential killing. Yeah, I might have considered it if I was offered it. Want you to gorge. I gotta play here. I'll just bring back an explosive. I need to kill one of these Wilt Wings at least. And that'll do it. Okay. And that's a cool 40 damage. Would have been, if I didn't greed, it would have been 51. So I mean, we still took a ton of damage off of that. So you know, yeah. It's okay. Look at all these morsels. Be interested to see if we scale fast enough to kill Seraph on this one. Just generally? Yeah, I think so. I think it would have been worth it. Overall. It's kind of close though, because this Penumbra would look a lot weaker if we had done that, so... eh. And he wins yet? No, this is the first run. Okay. Look at this hand. Let's see what we're drawing just in case. Yeah. I mean, if we get to this point, we kill Seraph pretty easily. Solid. Oh, look at this. Tycoon even gets to make us a little money. Alright. This one doesn't feel so bad. Close. Alright. Do we beat Seraph here? I don't know. It's, I think it's close. I think it's close. Because I think we might just die to the 64 pyre health. Fatal Melting might not be a bad pickup, but I think it's not it. Solid 500 damage right on him. Just a good old crack. I wonder if I should just go Pyre Remains removal here instead of this. I think I probably should. We die to an early wave. Like, this Seraph is like, oh man. You know, just, oh man. Gotta make sure Penumbra doesn't get one shot by that 70 damage wave. which is hard to do. I also think Pyre HP is more useful. Get rid of Tycoon. He's not needed anymore. And I'll just get rid of a drag. Tycoon, he did his job. Wow. Another multi-strike. Every shop. Waxer Snuffer is pretty good here. Oh my god. We could have had we couldn't have had the infinite, but all of the pieces for the infinite are on this run. We passed on an intent on death. There's a Waxer Snuffer here, and there's a Votivary. They have it all. I think that this is good. It's not like I'm gonna buy anything else, right? Pogtivary. Like Pogaroo, but it's Votivary with a PogChamp face. I don't know if I like that. I think I hate that, actually. Alright, please lose space bottom floor on this one, if you could. Music feels a little loud. I'm gonna crank it down a touch. Hey, look at that. For once in my life. Correct floor. This is a good start. Oh, bro, I'm just drawing cards for ya. True. You need health more than anything else, Mr. Penumbra. Let's see what this has. Was that the exact same morsels? It was. How strange. Guess let's see what... Actually, no, I shouldn't overplace. I don't want to feed this Darkwings a bunch, and I don't want to draw back into these. I think I do want this, actually. It's fine. Oh, it should be okay. I'm just gonna float these two morsels. I think it's okay. Alright. I think I have to play that, is what I meant to say. I think I need that damage shield to not have Penumbra get one shot here. Oh, Seraph, you bitch. Okay. Oh, look at that. Alright, there we go. Votivary is here. Thank you, Votivary. Very cool of you to show up, am I right, fellas? That's 2 draw. Alright, Penumbra's massive. I think we basically win. Hit the spike at the perfect timing. Thank you, Wing Steel. Alright. Penumbra's chilling now. I just need to make sure this guy doesn't get killed. I don't bleed too many Shade Wings. I don't really want to give Harvest. Actually, it doesn't matter if I give Harvest here. I'm allowed to. That's kind of cool. You know what's really shocking to me on this run? I haven't seen, like... I don't think I've seen a single Morsel Miner on the entire run. Have I? I don't actually know. Zero cost upgrade on Votivary was so necessary. She's incredibly strong now. Way better. I've seen 1. Damn. That seems like not a lot to me. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Molten Encasement here. There's no reason for me not to. And it just makes it so that Penumbra, like, guaranteed no matter what, is safe for the next 4 rounds. And a Shroud Spike. Yeah, this would have been threatening. Not that bad, just a little threatening. Means my Morsels die? I mean, it means my Penumbra doesn't die. 30, 45, 75. It's not quite enough, but I didn't want to do the math. Only I had 1 more energy. Shame. Math is for nerds. Something like that. Doesn't got a 90 damage from gorging, not worth. Should have played molded? I'm just a little, I'm feeling the burn here from this Ember tap. More than 90, it's a lot. Alas. The pain is real. What stealth does he have? 4? He has 4 stealths? Hey. Can I get a rubble morsel, please? Can I get a single rubble morsel, please? No? Okay. I've decided to not get rubble morsel today. In case my phone's not gonna run autopilot and spike a rubble morsel to it for like 8 ember. Hell yeah. That seems good. How did it go? Overdrew. Interesting. Resin removal's here just in time, actually. Now that the Ember Drain's gone, resin removal can show up. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Neo, what's going on? Sometimes Shade Splitter doesn't give rubble morsels when you have Ember Drain, right? Entire combat, no fucking rubble morsels. I don't believe it. Can I get one now? No. They don't exist. What's a rubble morsel? Hey! There's one. We got one, boys. I'm gonna get rid of this, yeah. Good fight. 509 times 2 seems like it's still enough, despite utilizing the stealth to make sure that I didn't lose. I suppose Penumbra's strong enough. Cool. Alright, so there's Umbra Melting. The answer to Umbra Melting is just find good morsel generation and a good gorger. Now let's play Melting Umbra, which I think is going to play very similarly. I mean, if we just win the next like 3 runs straight, I'm going to move on. I think Votavary on the bottom 4, even when you have space to take. Can't get on the top 4. And this is just because it's already a 1 run. Yeah, I mean, why think too much when we've already won the run?